Good Sunday morning. We are under a first alert action day here at Denver 7 because some big changes are coming to our weather. It doesn't look like it right now. It's a beautiful start outside. Currently looking out from the Museum of Nature and Science over City Park. Clear skies, a beautiful start to our morning as well into our mountain spots like Vail. But later on this afternoon into the evening hours, we are looking at a fair amount of snow filtering into our high country and then ultimately moving into the Denver area as we get into tonight. Watches and warnings in place. Already seeing a little bit of snow filtering in across the western slope, but most of our mountains under a winter weather advisory through Monday at lunchtime. Also further down across southeastern Colorado, fire weather warning through about 8 o'clock tonight. Encompasses spots like Pueblo, where we'll see gusty winds, low humidity, and some warm and dry conditions. Temperatures outside this morning, it's nice and chilly. 32 degrees in Littleton, 27 in Arvada and Lakewood. Make sure you have a warm sweatshirt, a jacket if you're heading out the door soon, and it's not going to be quite as warm as what we felt yesterday for St. Patrick's Day. By lunchtime, though, still a mix of sun and clouds, 52 degrees. Winds and clouds increase as we get into the later half of the day. Mainly, it looks like as of now, after about 5 o'clock in town, showers. Rain first will develop, and then our overnight lows dropping down to the low 30s, bringing in the chance for snow in the metro. I'll show you the futurecast in just a second, but 3 o'clock this afternoon, our highs into places like Steamboat and Aspen, not as mild as yesterday. 30s expected at the valley level, 42 in Grand Junction. Down south, still mild in the 60s and low 70s, warmer down into Lamar. That's why we have that fire weather warning in place. Also, some very gusty winds this afternoon. Here's our futurecast. Right around 2-3 o'clock, very widespread moisture, as you can see, across much of western Colorado. In terms of our totals into our mountains, looking at about 4 to 10 inches in most spots on average. A little more down south into our San Juans. Gusty westerly winds. It'll be after about 4 or 5 o'clock that we will see rain showers develop in the Denver metro area. Up north into Fort Collins and Greeley, a rain-snow mix, and then very, very windy down south. Into our mountains, we'll continue to see snowfall overnight. So if someone you know are planning a trip to, from, or just driving back from the weekend, please be extra cautious, especially later on tonight. Across the eastern plains as well, could be even seeing a few thunderstorms develop, just depending on how this low swoops out of the state, and then rain showers turning to snow through early Monday morning from Burlington up through Sterling. We'll start off under a partly cloudy sky, but still could cause some issues on the road for our Monday morning commute. Keep it tuned here to Denver 7 just to see exactly how this storm system plays out as we get throughout the early morning hours. Very windy come Monday, not quite as mild as what we're expecting today. Low 40s by about 2-3 o'clock. Still some continued snow showers into our northern central mountains, our front range foothills as well. Overall, around 4 to 10 on average for most of our mountains. Great news. We could absolutely use the moisture here in Colorado. So we'll welcome it, but also just be prepared for it. That's why we have this first alert action day to say, hey, it'll be a little inconvenient depending on what you're doing tonight into tomorrow. 30 degrees in Denver, 20s across the plains, teens and 20s into our mountains. Tomorrow only in the mid to upper 40s in most spots across the metro, front range, and plains. 30 is our overnight low. It's really going to depend on when we reach that below freezing mark if the rain turns to snow. So most places could just see some soggy conditions tonight into tomorrow. Very windy though, so hold on to your hats for Monday. It'll be chillier. Tuesday into Wednesday will warm from the 50s to 60s. Near 70 degrees for Thursday. 72 right now our expected high. Winds though with that kick up will end the week on a mild note in the 60s, and then our overnight lows not quite as cool in the 30s and even some low 40s in there. So Eric, bring on the rain, but also just be prepared for it.
Yeah, and we need it, so I'm prepared.
Okay,
I want that moisture.
Great.
A lot of us do.
Me too.
Hey,